Super excited to share with you our first company today. These guys really came into the program with a whole lot of momentum. They made their debut at Startup Weekend. They took first place overall, and they also won the Audience Choice Award. They were nominated for the Most Innovative Startup at the 2016 AITP Techie Awards. They also won the Spin 66 Innovation Summit pitch competition, taking home over $10,000 in prizes. Obviously, they were selected for this as well. So they've already got a lot of really great things going for them. Super exciting what they're going to show you today. So at this time, I would like to invite up the co-founder and CEO, Jason Arend.
Good morning. I am incredibly excited to share with you today what we've been working on for the last few months. EagleSpeak is a desktop communication platform unlike anything else out there. It's built specifically for businesses, teams, and remote workers. On command, you create an instantaneous, secure audio connection to be able to talk verbally with clients, customers, or colleagues, all without ever leaving the application that you're working in. This really allows for you and your employees to stay focused and productive on the work that's most important to your business. So a few years ago, Mike Bates, a fellow co-founder, and I were living in different parts of the country and trying to work on a very large software project. And like any project, effective communications between your team members is imperative. But late one night, we became increasingly frustrated with trying to explain complex and abstract ideas through the normal modes of communication like email and instant messaging, often losing the nuance of what we were trying to convey. Not to mention we had to stop what we were doing every time we needed to talk to each other. And then it hit us. What if there was a virtual walkie-talkie that on command, you just trigger, and we can just speak to each other? So last November, we brought on the third co-founder to our team and took the idea to Startup Weekend, blowing everyone away with a voice-activated communication tool. We've been winning awards, building out our platform, and growing a list of potential customers ever since. Effective communication between colleagues is crucial. But the current methods and how we all talk to each other electronically have actually become a very incredibly costly issue. We're all bombarded constantly with email, text, chat, and social messages every day. Employees are spending up to 2 hours of their day tied up in various forms of communication that cause loss of productivity and profits throughout your entire organization. Not to mention, it takes another 15 to 20 minutes to regain focus every time you have to stop and switch gears to read an email or chat message. Certainly, there are companies out there working to improve this experience, but all of them have the same inherent distraction. The user is required to stop what they're doing and manually switch in and out of programs to check alerts or notifications, read emails, make responses, correct typos. This constant of stopping what you're doing and switching gears is detrimental to your workflow and productivity, and can be downright overwhelming sometimes. So how did we go about solving this? Let me show you here. I'm going to switch over to my desktop, and right now I'm working on a spreadsheet. Sean is calling, so all I have to say, accept call.
Hey man, just called to see how your demo presentation went.
I am actually in the middle of giving the presentation right now, so you might as well say hello to everybody.
Hey everyone, Jason, we'll chat later.
Sounds good, Sean. I'll call you back in a bit. End call. EagleSpeak makes things that simple. I didn't have to stop what I was doing to read an incoming email or chat message. I didn't have to spend time typing out a response or correcting typos or spending time thinking about how I should phrase what I need to say. I can simply keep working. So now that we've made communication easier than ever, how about things like file sharing and collaboration? Well, that's much easier as well now too. So I'll switch back over here. And to start, all you have to do is hold down a key and give it a voice command. Call Claire.
Morning, Jason.
Hey, Claire. I am tied up this morning, but I needed you to show these files to a client and get the green light for release. Let me drag those over to you right now. There you go.
Perfect. I'll get these approved. Oh, hey, how are the new web designs coming along?
Quite well, actually. You can take a look. Send screenshot.
Awesome. Looks like we're ahead of schedule. Hey, thanks for the update. Have a good one.
As you can see, sending a screenshot or sharing a file could not be more simple. And we're bringing... Right. We're now bringing that same seamless experience to live screen sharing as well. So anytime during a call, you simply trigger the share screen feature and experience live screen sharing with the same simplicity and lightweight experience as the rest of EagleSpeak. So, voice command has been a method of interaction with our application since the initial prototype. But in the coming weeks, we're going to be rolling out a much more advanced voice recognition technology that utilizes machine learning to continuously learn from your interactions with it and improve the experience every time you use it. So, unlike services such as Siri, we focused all of this power on just a handful of simple commands. So anyone, even for the first time, can use it without having to know what they're supposed to say or how they're supposed to phrase those commands. It knows what you want and just works. While voice command is important for being able to use the application without ever having to touch it, it is entirely optional. You can just as easily manage every aspect of EagleSpeak from what we call the Nest. The Nest is a universally accessible panel that slides in on top of whatever you're working on, which is a simple keystroke. And again, you can manage every aspect of EagleSpeak from here. It doesn't matter if you have a team of a few people or a company of a few thousand, it's just as simple to manage. And again, you're never leaving the application you were working in. So what if you have a client or customer that's never even heard of EagleSpeak? Well, it's just as easy to communicate with them. All you have to do is send them a link, and they can answer that call in their web browser with the same seamless experience that they get with our desktop application, without even having to install software or sign up for an account. And we're incredibly proud to announce today that we've met the challenge of making EagleSpeak truly cross-platform. EagleSpeak is now offered on the world's 2 most popular desktop operating systems, Mac OS, Windows, as well as a universal web application. The amount of time that people have been using EagleSpeak during our initial beta program has absolutely blown us away. We only let in a very small group of testers into our first round of the private beta program, and in that time, we've already gotten over 800 hours of usage data in 14 days. And we still have another 1,000 people ready to get in on the action and experience a better way of communicating. So how have people been responding to EagleSpeak so far? Well, Tony Varelli, Chief Executive Officer of Imagine, said not sure how, but a tiny company in Missouri developed a platform with higher quality audio calls than what's currently offered from the biggest companies in tech. And Mitchell Brandt, a senior content strategist with Alchemedia, said EagleSpeak is awesome. What used to take 5 minutes of typing back and forth can now be taken care of in a 30-second conversation. I don't know how our team got by without it. The business productivity, communications, and collaboration markets are growing substantially year over year. But with an estimated $1.8 trillion loss each year due to the lack of workplace productivity, there is clearly plenty of room for improvement here. Even in a crowded market, new players are coming in all the time, and some gaining multi-billion-dollar valuations in just a few years. Though it's not our goal to replace those competitors, EagleSpeak can run alongside your company's existing communications setup to make any workflow more efficient. And we're continuing to build out our platform, improving it every day, growing our user base during this private beta program. And we'll be launching public commercial versions in 2017 with both bottom-up and top-down acquisition strategies to aggressively grow our business. What you've seen here this morning is just the beginning of EagleSpeak. We've spent the last few months during the eFactory Accelerator program working tirelessly to build a brand new, more powerful infrastructure behind EagleSpeak that opens up some really exciting possibilities. We call this infrastructure the mountain, enhancing scalability and improving cost efficiency across the board. So as it stands right now, we're laser focused on our core offerings of voice calling, file sharing, collaboration. But during that journey, we've received a ton of feedback and feature requests. The mountain allows us the power and flexibility to run these core features in a near limitless number of ways, while being able to build out new features much more rapidly. So here are just a few of the exciting features that we've got coming up shortly. First up, video calling. Video calling has been one of our most highly requested features, and we'll be rolling out our next generation video calling technology that provides high quality, seamless experience every time you use it on any device. It's very simple. Next up, integrations. we understand that everybody's workflow is different. So we're opening up the EagleSpeak platform to allow anyone to contribute integrations so that they can run their current software they already use in tandem with EagleSpeak. So whether it's a CRM or an internal communication tool or an address book, all of this can be integrated with EagleSpeak so you always have access to your contacts and data. And if you want to add contacts, say, from Salesforce or Slack, it's as easy as logging in with your account and hitting connect. Next up is embedded calling. Since we have the ability to provide high-end communications both natively and on the web, it opens us up to some very interesting possibilities we've been working on. Imagine shopping online and needing to get some additional information about a product. Well, instead of using contact forms or text chat, with one click, you can click on one of our embedded call circles and instantly talk to customer service, getting that nuance of natural conversation without even having the anxiety of being on camera. Imagine the improvements in customer interaction in online banking, medical consultations, technical support, and sales. We're bringing the same simplicity of embedded calling on the web to email as well. So you can embed these in your correspondence, send them to your clients or customers, and they can call you right back from those emails and not have these endless email exchanges or misunderstandings any longer. I want to take a moment to highlight our team. Without the incredible talent, experience, and creativity of our team, none of this would be possible. Brandon Cash, our Chief Information Officer, over 14 years of experience in web and application development, as well as data architecture. Mike Bates, our Chief Technology Officer, over a decade in professional web application and technology development. And myself, with over 15 years in creative services, marketing, and technology. With a real-time communications infrastructure and voice recognition technology already in place, we have a platform to continue developing high-end audio, video, and interactive technologies well into the future, creating an environment where our customers have a seamless, frictionless experience every time that they interact with our brand or products. Overall, it's our goal for EagleSpeak to provide users with a simple tool that enhances communication, increases productivity, and keeps focus exactly where it needs to be. Thank you all so much for coming here today. We really appreciate it. We look forward to talking and speaking with all of you after the event. Thank you.